Your judgment on the Tea Party has been, fairly brutal. I mean, back in, I think it was September of last year, you wrote that the movement carries viruses that may infect the GOP in the years ahead. Its members seek traditional conservative ends, but they use radical means. They've picked up the worst excesses of modern American culture, a narcissistic sense of victimization, an egomaniacal belief in one's own rightness and purity, and a willingness to distort the truth so that every conflict becomes a contest of pure good versus pure evil. I mean, if I'm going to pick an elite paragraph out of any column that you've written, that probably jumps out.
Yeah, okay, well, so let me say a couple things. One, I do think some of the things that have been said by some of the people like Michele Bachmann are over the top. I don't apologize for that. I was on Meet the Press with her, and I think some of the things she said were over the top and not responsible. On the other hand, if you read subsequent columns, you'll see a different take on the Tea Party as I've seen it, and I've gotten to know it a little better. And there was one column where I tried to describe people who were active in the Tea Party, and basically describe people who play by the rules. Went to high school, did the courses, maybe went to a little college, learned to be an accountant, doing a job, bought a house they could afford.
They're just Americans, aren't they? I mean, they're just Americans. I mean, these are just folks who are interested in the future of their country,
David.
So
I'm trying to explain the attitude.
It seems really snobby. I mean, I was surprised because I like you, and I just thought that was really... I thought that didn't seem like you. That just seemed like it was something I would expect from, frankly, a production meeting at ABC or NBC, but not from you. I didn't expect that from you.
Well, I guess, again, go to the column where I'm trying to describe the regular people who are active in the movement, and I don't think you'll find that snobby. If you want me to say, do I think Michele Bachmann is right to call Obama gangster government? No, I don't. Do I think some of the candidates who ran for Senate and lost were saying things that were a little over the top? Yes, I do. So...
I think no. All I'm saying is there are flaws in every group. I mean, my goodness. I mean, I'm the most flawed person out there. I say that all the time. But I mean, the Tea Party, for the most part. I mean, I've been to a bunch of these things. There's some fun people. Some people dressed up as Uncle Sam. I mean, you got all types at the Tea Party. So I don't know. I just think every time I see something in the New York Times, which is talking about the Tea Party movement, when they just seem like most of them just regular people. I mean, I didn't see the big need to write that kind of stuff. But look, David, I want to also talk about where you think Obama is politically, because a lot of people say, well, he's not a real liberal, he's not a real radical, he's just a guy with this, set of kind of Ivy League ideas, and he's trying to implement them. What is he in your mind, and how do you perceive him? Again, using the analysis that you developed in the Social Network, how does David Brooks view Obama on the stage? Yeah,
I think he's a guy with a lot of different personalities. They come out at different times. I think right now he's behaving a little cynically on the budget. We face a fiscal crisis. The Republicans, Eric Cantor and Paul Ryan, have said we're going to take on entitlements. Boehner said that. And instead of leading from the front, I think Obama's sort of trying to lead from the back or sucker Republicans out, and then he'll hit them for doing what is the responsible thing. And the same thing on the Middle East. I think we could have a clear voice on that. We don't really have that. So I think right now it's sort of a lead from the back or not lead at all strategy, and that's a coolness, which has always been a feature of him. I personally don't think he's a hard left kind of guy. I think he's a liberal for sure, but maybe more pragmatic type of liberal. But I do think there's like a coolness, and when your country's facing a fiscal catastrophe, you should lead from the front. And I just am disappointed that he's not doing that. And I've written how much time have you spent with him, do you think? A fair bit. I mean, I since he's been president, I go in for an interview, every, 4 or 5 months or something like that. Not constant, but it's been periodic. And then I speak to people on the staff. I call them up to try to figure out what they're thinking. So I try to stay informed about what he's doing. Yeah, well, he seems to. He brings in a variety of people to picks their brain, and he has his agenda. And how was that? I remember you went to that U2 concert with Rahm Emmanuel. What was that like? That was Springsteen. Springsteen. How was that? Any Springsteen concert is fine by me. I'm a huge Springsteen fan. Yeah, so Rahm and you guys were, well, we were sitting, glory days that passed you by, you're humming that? He was sitting behind me. But I'm friends with Rahm. I don't apologize for that. I disagree with him about stuff, but... did he bring you backstage? He didn't, but I have a friend who got me a chance to meet Springsteen, which was a thrill. He's one of my heroes, so... Well, he's another one who's helped Obama a lot. Bruce Springsteen. I want that photo, David. I want the photo of you with Springsteen, but I want you to be posing like the Born in the USA cover, where you have the bandana and you just got the jeans and the white T-shirt, and you got the guitar. You don't want to see me in jeans.
Oh, come on. I absolutely do. All right, if you had to predict right now who would be the nominee, who do you say for the Republicans?
Romney. I mean, you still have to figure he's the favorite. Pawlenty would be second.
And Romney, you would think, would lose against Obama, right?
Well, I wouldn't. I'd say 55-45 Obama. I wouldn't be totally confident, though. There's a lot that could happen, and the economy really stinks in the Midwest.